Alright, welcome one and all, whoever may be watching this, part 22, Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden. Let's jump into it. We were sort of at the very end of this haunting case, so we can suss out this whole memory situation and then go back to What's-His-Face and be like, yo, you're an idiot, or whatever. Okay, so we also did, I guess it was like a bit of a boss battle, you could call it. It was tedious. I think at one point I almost died. Sort of sometimes can be a bit hard to keep an eye on the health, but also so many things can happen at once. And if I tell him to drink a decoction and then he gets hit, that automatically cancels out the action of drinking a decoction. So it's sort of like, I've just, tried to heal him and now he's gotten hit again. Oh, and now he's gotten hit again and I need to get away so he can have his decoction. Anyways.
Oh, there, fella. You're nasty, aren't you?
Nasty, yes. But also shoddy. It's very poor work.
Alright, so this is a memory, I think. What do you mean I need a parchment? Where did that come from? What are you talking about?
Are you sure we didn't miss anything?
With a bit of luck, we'll find what we need.
Oh, okay. Is it one of these things, maybe? Okay, good. Alright, a parchment. Excellent.
What is this?
It looks like a butchered version of the ritual of Lesser Palingenesis.
The ritual of... that ritual? The one that brings someone back? That ritual?
Yes, that ritual.
Okay, I think this is a memory. I hope it's a memory.
A drop may hide the rain.
As flesh unto verb, as verb unto heart, as heart unto flesh. Death's knot is unsevered, and I shall cut it.
Caleb Watson invoked a ghost without a body for it to inhabit, so it took his. Caleb is no longer Caleb.
I'm assuming that was his brother.
He got the wrong ghost too.
He used pieces of his wife and also of his brother.
Ruth, Alexander, Caleb, could be any combination of them in there.
Let's go find out which.
Okay, as always, there's many places I could go.
Wasn't I always?
The second settlement of New Eden. That's all that was there. Excellent. I'm glad we came this way. Okay, so I'm assuming from this point I can shoot down the bridge and we've got an easy way to get back to where we need to go. Hasn't been too much in the way of collectibles, actually. Can we have a look at the house? I wonder what these things are all about. I picked up a few of them. They're just kind of more exposition. Oh, I thought that said garlic. It's like, oh yay, we got some garlic. Okay, I think that's all that was around here. Or not.
Is it just me or?
I felt it too.
Oh, okay, it's over there, I think. Oh. Well, hello, you. Oh, this is another one of these things.
A malignant will is placed upon this, just like the one we found earlier.
We should find that ritual Seeker told us about. I've kept her notes about the hut location.
Yeah, we could do that.
They never learn, do they?
Ah, but wait, there's more. Oh, yeah, okay, let's not be a sitting duck.
Move, Red!
Antea, please stop telling me what to do.
I have another in sight.
Thank you.
Don't just stand there. Move!
Thank you, as always.
Yeah, bastard.
Oh yay, I destroyed 300 destructibles. That's something. Has to be some kind of achievement. Can't shoot that body down. Okay, I wonder why they've been hung. BRB, I'm just going to return to the city. Or the settlement.
That ritual, not... I suspect it's beyond me.
It's not, but we agreed you won't need it. Besides, Caleb's work was poor. Your work is good.
A ritual like that, good is not a word that comes to mind.
Give us this day our daily bread. Our bread, not our ale, our bread.
Hush now. All is well. Nothing bad will ever come to us again. Shite off.
We've been to God's Acre. Quite a tale it told us. You're not Caleb, are you? Or at least not entirely.
Ah. Can't fog you. Alexander Watson. Long tale short, Caleb tried to bring his dead wife back. And I live here now.
So many questions. Where to even start?
Do both of you share Caleb's body?
Share? No. This house of flesh is mine. But because I am a generous man, I allow my brother to live in the cellar. We were twins. I was the rotten half, they said. But who's the rotten half now?
He was trying to bring his wife back. How did you end up in the mix?
Caleb made a fine cobbler, a poor brother, a worse husband, and a truly terrible witch. The ritual went to shite, because... of course it did. There's something else you should know, if you don't know it already. I'm not alone. I completed the ritual. My darling Ruth is in here too.
Caleb was no saint, but this is hellish grim. Does he deserve it?
Aye, he does. And it's not like I killed him. He's alive in here somewhere. Watching me ruin his name. He can hear me now. Destroying his reputation. As I had to hear him destroy mine when he painted me a fornicator.
How nice.
He took our love, Ruth and mine, and killed it. Now our love's reborn, and he can do naught but sit and watch. Caleb was a cad. Shite on him. Let him suffer.
You died trying to save Ruth from a burning house. True.
True.
And where was Caleb while all this was happening?
He was there. He stood rooted in place, frozen in fear. And then it was too late. He could do nothing but watch us burn. Caleb's name was ruined then. We're just putting the boot in.
You used the ritual to bring Ruth's spirit into Caleb's body. Why?
Love moves a soul to strange endeavors. We deserve a better life. I set myself to claiming it.
I understand your anger, more so your desire. But what of Ruth's? Did you consider what she wanted?
Caleb stole a life from me, but he also stole Ruth's voice. She shrank beneath him. Of course she wanted a second chance at life.
I'd like to hear this from Ruth. May I please speak with her?
No! We've carved ourselves out a little happiness at last. I'll not have you break it. Please, leave us alone. Give us this.
We need to speak to her, one way or another. If he won't tell us anything, perhaps the house Ruth died in will.
I'll be leaving you alone for now.
Alone? Not really. Hush now. All is well. Nothing
Okay,
bad ever
find the
come to us
burned
again.
down house.
Ruth and Alexander are having an affair in her husband's body.
I can't find an angle with that isn't just plain wrong.
Something feels wrong. Something about Ruth. If we find the ghost tie, we can talk to her.
Right, that's definitely not a burned house. Are you a burned house? Oh, hello. Gosh, where'd you come from? Are you a burned house? Are you a burnt
Wards,
house?
You're on your own.
That's fine. I think I can shoot down these wards.
I'm back.
At long last.
I realized that when I was editing a couple of videos ago.
I love doing that.
Alright, I don't know if this will take us to the burnt house, but it's going to do something. It's just a way to sneak through town.
The house that burned down. The roof fell in with them inside.
There's a lot of debris.
It looks like... What does this do for us, though? Can I move this? I think so. Alright. I think we need to move it around here some... Oh, around... right there. Yes, blocked. Who didn't see that happening? Oh, there's also a way to go through there. Excellent. So many ways that we can explore. Let's just start by going through here, I guess. Oh, okay. I didn't move it in the right spot. Jeez. Caleb and I had another discussion this morning. I went walking and caught him sobbing in the garden when I came back. He apologized, and I took that badly too. He's kind and romantic and listens well, which is why I married him. But I am sometimes uncomfortable. He is my husband, and I am his wife, a woman to be loved and not an icon to be worshipped. Yeah, that's fair.
Ty must be nearby.
Yep, right there. Nice. A withered human heart. It once belonged to Ruth Watson. Oh, hold on. How do we know that?
Of course. Ruth's heart binds them like a bushel of rotting corn.
A beautiful homemade illustrated compendium of the birds of New Eden, complete with feathers found to match the drawings. Complete? Not quite. 2 pages are missing feathers, bonebreaker crow and herring gull.
This work shows real sensitivity. Caleb?
Maybe. Not Alexander. I suspect we've just learnt a
Ew.
little about Ruth.
What do you have there?
Oh gosh, convenient.
Stop right there, you rank rump. Whatever you found, it ain't yours.
You buried Ruth's heart in the ashes of the house that killed her. I find that odd.
You, a ghost, went digging in the ashes of a dead woman's house. You're ill-positioned to call me odd. Don't think I haven't felt your presence before.
Stow your tongue while I speak with Ruth. Ruth, can you hear me? Can you speak?
Puck off and die. I'm in charge here. No. Hush ye, Alexander. I'll speak. I'm Ruth. I hear you.
I'm Antea Duarte. We're here to help.
I'm glad. Please, end this nightmare. Help me. Go to hell in a bag of shite. We're fine, and you have not the right. You hear? You've not the right.
Oh good, at least we don't need a piece of paper for this one.
Her heart! Give it back!
I must summon you.
No more does he silence me. We may speak. Help me, please.
Who taught Caleb the resurrection ritual?
To say it was taught would mean he'd learned it. He read it off a page. As a sorcerer, Caleb makes a fine cobbler. Thing about Caleb, he was a good listener. As he worked, clients would bend his ear. The Haskell boy, for one. As Caleb pinned the governor's shoes, young Lammy would talk magic. Nonsense, really. But Caleb was listening.
Wait, Lammy Haskell gave Caleb the resurrection ritual.
After Lammy mentioned the ritual, Caleb became obsessed with it. He begged. Lammy, in his misplaced generosity, gave it. Caleb was intent on dark work. Lammy furnished written instructions.
Caleb's letter changed your life. How did it feel at the time?
It tore me in two. I loved Alexander, but I deserved to marry a man who would be true. Caleb seemed decent. I believed he loved me. I thought I'd married the better brother, but I'd married a liar. A liar and a devil. And yet, not even he deserves this. No one deserves this.
How did Caleb treat you?
With adoration. I was an idol, worshipped, yet unloved. He was the sculptor and I was the statue, smiling down, unmoving from my pedestal with nothing to say. Now I'm sewn into a festering sack with the quivering remnants of my husband and the angry ghost of his dead brother. Please, let me out.
Ruth, your husband Caleb's botched resurrection ritual brought you back, but allowed his brother Alexander to take you hostage.
Once we deal with the Watson brothers, you shall be free to ascend.
Do what you must. I'll suffer it if it leaves me free to go.
No! We can stay. Please, Ruth. Let us stay.
Look at you. You're counterfeit, a sham of a thing. Your so-called life is no life at all. Caleb lied and stole your love. But when the time was right, you lied and stole his body. We're ending this nonsense now.
Well, I just feel like, who am I to judge whether he should ascend or be banished, you know? I'm just gonna banish him, what does it matter?
Alexander, yours is no romantic fable. There is no moral to this tale. You're a hostage taker, nothing more.
No, Caleb can go to hell, for he well deserves it. But Ruth and I are in love.
Greedy men fight over a woman as if she were a thing. I'm done with that old story. Time to tell a better tale.
Ruth is free to go.
I shall have my rest now. Thank you.
Life to the living, death to the dead.
Are they gone?
Am I speaking with the cobbler, Caleb Watson? That you, Caleb?
I think... yes, that's me. Or it was me, once. For my bastard brother was my hollow keeper.
You're not entirely innocent, though. If you'll permit the unfortunate expression, there was more than one of you in it.
My brother deserved damnation, and you gave it to him. I am an imperfect man, but if you're considering the same for me, I'll not go without a fight.
I too am an imperfect man. I have mercy and patience in limited supply. Let's not test those limits further, eh?
Yeah, see, this is my thing with this whole banish ascend situation. Technically, everyone should just be banished because none of us are perfect. We're all going to do things that are hurtful, that are selfish, that are greedy, that are all these different things. So, like, where do you draw that line in the sand? Like, if I did a horrendous thing in my youth, I don't know, burnt down a village and killed everyone there, but then spent the rest of my life doing good deeds, does that make up for the one heinous thing that I did? Or is it just like, as long as you've done mostly good things, you're okay? But again, where do you draw that line in the sand? Alright, why is my mouse not working? There we go. So it says to report to the governor. I'm just wondering if... because there were 2 haunting cases. Okay, I guess we only had the option of doing the one haunting case. Oh, poor Lucy. Her situation's never going to get resolved.
Alexander loved Ruth like a man loves his hat. Love a woman like a thing, and you do not love her at all.
Ruth deserved better, in life and in death. That was something.
Don't take it to heart. Their choices are not your business.
Our choices are my business. And their consequences too.
Don't waver. We could win a battle, but we can't win the war. Nobody should conquer death. And we don't want to pay the price of trying.
Aye. I hear you.
Good. Now, let's see what Lammy Haskell has to say about raising spirits from the dead.
And I guess this is another thing as well, right? Because these banishers are just people. So then it's up to their judgment to determine whether someone should be banished or ascended. And like, we all think differently in certain situations, and like someone who I think is innocent and deserving of ascension, someone else might look at and be like, well, no, they need to be banished. So it's a very arbitrary system to base, you know, heaven or hell and where people go. Those are my thoughts on this so far. It's interesting though, they're sort of interesting things to have to think about. This is where I shall leave the video. I think we'll go talk to the governor. I could imagine the last conversation with him was quite long, so I could imagine this one might be too. I'm curious to see if he's guilty or if it is just his son. Because it definitely, like, the vibes were like one or both of them. So we'll kind of see how it all unfolds in the next video. Bye!